Welcome into the CHGO White Sox Podcast, coming to you live from Studio A of our CHGO offices here in the West Loop of Chicago. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. You can follow me at Sean_W_Anderson. Alongside me, Vinnie Duber, our CHGO White Sox beat writer. You can read his piece from yesterday about Chris Getz's wish list this offseason. Hopefully he's writing to Santa. Hopefully he got that delivered. You can go check that out at allchgo.com and follow him at Vinnie Duber. And the man in the middle is Herb Lawrence.
Hello.
You can follow him at Ecknerwall23. He's our CHGO White Sox community leader. And it is good to see the familiar names like Luke, or Luke. Am I right to say that's Luke?
It's Luke.
Luke.
Yes.
Yeah, just don't have a K in it. Doesn't need it.
Because it's like Lucas. I mean, like, it's LUC, so I don't know. I just want to be respectful. Good to see familiar names, though, like Luke, Alejandro, and Drake in the chat. Getting the idea of what we're going after here. Luke saying, Cardinals have Ballpark Village, which is an amazing atmosphere. I would love that at the G-rate. Alejandro saying, I'd steal Jason Benetti back from Detroit. And Drake Foss saying, I would steal Wrigley's atmosphere, the Dodgers owners, the Rays scouting department, the Orioles stadium, the Diamondbacks manager, Miami's climate, and the Yankees' short porch.
There you go. Drake's got a whole roster there.
Drake could be the fourth guy on the podcast.
He could.
He's getting the idea. So hit the thumbs up button. And Luke is named after Luke Longley, which is very sick.
The man in the middle.
If you got any ideas, feel free to comment. But we are going to go through all 29 teams. Vinny's going to lead us off, then Herb, then me. And we are going to go do a little Yankee swap, but we're not giving anything. It's kind of a really great equation here. We don't give anything up and we just steal.
We showed up to Secret Santa and everybody provided the gifts for us to just take. So one might say that we're just the Grinch.
I don't mind it.
We're just stealing presents. Yeah.
You know, he was uniquely himself. I'm wearing green just like the Grinch, you know? Hey, sometimes you got to play that role. I don't think we have to do much hemming and hawing. Why don't you lead us off here?
Well, I think I would just want to say the reason you said all 29 teams is because we're not stealing something from the White Sox because we watch the White Sox every day. We experience the White Sox every day. We've got all the White Sox stuff already. We're going to go steal some other stuff, and it's important to note this is for us individually. This is just things that we want. You know, we floated the idea of trying to steal to make a White Sox team. It was going to require a lot of research and probably graphics work by Sarah. So we decided to go with this way. It's just we're stealing something. Once a team has been stolen from, the other two people cannot steal from them again. So I have the first pick.
You have the first pick.
All right.
After laying out those rules.
With the first pick in the first annual CHGO White Sox White Elephant.
I'll go more inaugural.
Pick 'em.
But yes.
What did I say? First annual?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wrong, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, inaugural. All right. Good call, Herb.
You really ruined it because Vinny had like a huge smile on his face. He was so excited.
I was leading up to something, and now it's been derailed. Sorry. Anyway, I am going to steal from the Milwaukee Brewers. And I would love to steal basically everything from the Milwaukee Brewers, but I'm going to steal one thing, and that is the sausage race. I want to watch that every day. I want to keep stats. I want to know who is the best sausage. I want to know everything about all of those lovely costumed encased meats. Yes, I think the sausage race is fantastic. I would love to watch it every single day. Number one pick, sausage race, stolen from the Milwaukee Brewers.
Well, since I have the number 2 pick, I'm going to go with kind of off the board, kind of a thing that I don't like, so I'm taking it away from this team and ruining it and never using it again.
You're stealing something to be mean?
To burn it and never happen again. I'm going to Atlanta, and I'm taking that damn tomahawk chop racist shit, and I'm burning that shit to the ground immediately after I take it. So, Atlanta, I'm taking your fucking tomahawk chop.
Herb, so with the number 1 pick in a game where you get a gift,
yes,
your gift is that you want to steal or take something away from everybody else and not keep it for yourself.
Just the brace. I just want to take that away from them.
So
they can never have it again.
Interesting and somewhat mean-spirited strategy at playing this game, but
I just hate that thing. The only thing that holds that stadium down is that goddamn chop they do like every 5 seconds, unprompted by the goddamn stadium ops. I'm like, take it down. People have already shown you opposition to it. Stop doing it, you dicks. Everything else about Atlanta, great.
I don't know really
especially
how to segue. I knew how to segue out of Vinnie's, and I was going to bring up the sausage race stats because the Milwaukee Brewers do post this. And I think this is for the 2023 season.
Yeah.
Polish sausage won 20.
Okay.
Brat won 19. Italian sausage came in third. Hot dog came in fourth.
Oh, and my
15.
guy, the chorizo, was last.
Chorizo came only 10 wins for chorizo.
Ooh, wow.
I love the chorizo.
Do they do that on purpose, or just put random people in those sausage things, and whoever wins wins?
They're not always the same person, if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
I was reading about it the other day, and there have been times when, there will be reporters who want to do a story on the sausage race, so they race in the sausage race. I think there's been a few current or former players who want to participate in the sausage race. They do as well. So, but I'm guessing most of the time it's like interns or like stadium ops people who are just like, all right, time. Because like in minor league baseball, like everyone does everything, like the GM of the team like has to go down and pull the tarp for when it starts raining. And so I think it might be a little bit of an extension of that where it's like just grab whoever's working in ballpark ops today and make them run the sausage race.
It seems like we have the ability to, what's it called? We have the ability to probably run on the sausage race. If
Us three?
I know we're not MLWK, but if CHGO Cubs were asking, I don't think we get approved. But us,
oh, I see
we
what
might
you're
get approved.
saying.
I mean, if we wanted to race in that,
Just make sure Randall Simon's not around.
I mean, I would definitely trip. But I'd have to be the chorizo, and apparently the chorizo is already the worst, so it'd be perfect.
Yeah, you're not dressing up as the Yankees here. You're
that's a
dressing up
bucket
as the
list
A's.
item right there, running the sausage race.
I get your Braves one, Herb. No one, I get it. I don't support it. So hey, we got the Braves chop being burned and the sausage race being stolen. So there we go. Third pick, I want to steal from a certain team that I think you guys are going to steal from.
Okay. Oh, strategy is coming into the mix.
It's less about the actual thing that I'm stealing, and it's more that I think you guys will be drawn to the Yankees in some way. I want Carlos Rodon. I want to steal Carlos Rodon.
You don't want the guy who's the best pitcher in baseball, maybe?
No.
Okay.
I want Carlos Rodon.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just want to give him facial hair again? Because he was bad at baseball.
Yeah, he was. But, doesn't mean he's going to be bad in baseball in 2024.
No.
He was bad in baseball from 2020 to 2018.
You just miss him and you want to watch him again.
Yeah, pretty much. He was so fun to watch.
You did pound the table.
A healthy Carlos Rodon, which, he probably will have the offseason to hopefully recover. If he's healthy, I think he probably has another dominant year. You look at what you look at his fastball. I forget, someone on Twitter, I think it was AJ Patel, shared what Carlos Rodon's heat map was in 0-2 counts, and in 2021 there was like a tight dot at the top of the zone, and then in 2022 it was a fairly tight dot at the top of the zone, but it expanded a little bit, and then in 2023 it was a lot of stuff that leaked over the middle of the plate. So it's like he had 0-2 counts a decent amount of time, but he really wasn't able to finish off guys. I think that's a thing where if he has a fully healthy year, he probably bounces back. He didn't even have a fully healthy year to start 2023, so I don't think it was just Carlos Rodon's washed, and I'd love to see him bounce back. It was so fun to watch him bounce back in 2021. 2021, and it was so fun to watch him go to San Francisco and be even better. So I'd steal Carlos Rodon. So probably not what you take from the Yankees, but it's what I'd take from the Yankees.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm good with it. You've been pounding the table for Carlos Rodon for a long time and mad as hell when the White Sox didn't tender him an offer. And then looking every game at Carlos Rodon in San Francisco, it's like, see, told you. Right. He was good. He could have been a White Sox.
And I know we're not doing this for the White Sox, but Ethan Katz is here. Brian Bannister, who ended up being a part of the organization that signed him in 2022, is here. I don't know. All right. So is it my turn again, or is it
whatever you want to do?
Snake draft.
You can snake it.
Okay. All right. I said this earlier too, and I'll just roll with it. The Seattle Mariners jerseys. I just love that colorway, that blue and that green. I know the White Sox have, very iconic jerseys. The black and white is very iconic, but I think there's something just extremely slick about even the silver on the Mariners uniforms. I love their numbering. I love their actual logo, the way the Mariners fits across the chest. I got a Griffey batting practice jersey, and it's just so pretty. I just like looking at it. So I'll take the Mariners uniforms. I don't know if they're the best in the Major League in Major League Baseball. Like if I had to put together a definitive list, but they are, I think, my personal favorite. So
there you go.
I'd steal the Mariners jersey.
I think I'm going to go to, of course, San Diego. And I'm not going to take the ballpark because I got another ballpark in mind. But I'm going to take the broadcast, the team broadcast with Don Orsillo, Mud Grant, Bob Scanlon, et cetera, et cetera. That is the best TV baseball broadcast now that Jason Benetti and Steve Stone have broken up. Entertainment all the time. So you got Don Orsillo, which is one of the best play-by-play men in baseball. I don't know why the Boston Red Sox gave up on him. And Mud Grant is one of the funniest analysts in baseball. Also a local guy. I think he went to Joliet here. And just a fun, even when they were bad, they were fun, listenable, great team to have. And Scan gives you a little bit. Former Cub, Bob Scanlon. So I would take their broadcast team and put it on my favorite team.
I know people were upset when the Red Sox let Orsillo go, so it makes sense. I've never listened to Mud.
Oh, just fun. Just imagine like Dan Plesac in a booth. That's pretty much who he is. Do you like Dan Plesac?
Not particularly. Dan's fine. Dan's jovial. Dan's excited to talk about baseball. I don't hate watching a broadcast with Dan Plesac. I just don't know if I want to listen to Dan Plesac for nine innings,
That's pretty much what you get in Mud Grant. They're both funny, loose lefties.
Yeah, I'd rather take the maybe grumpy Steve Stone over the happy, jovial Mud Grant. Vinny, what's your sixth pick?
I am going to go to Boston, where I will be stealing Fenway Park. Listen, the ballpark is obviously iconic. Nobody has to argue about that. But to watch 81 games or more, if there is a playoff, of how many different ways that ball can bounce around in that wacky, ridiculous stadium. What do I always say? Ballparks need to be more wacky. Yep. There really is only one with the dimensions as just ridiculously bizarre as what's going on in Boston. And so just from a, like I said, dimensions or playing surface thing, it's fun. Then you add the history, you add your ability to go up or in the Green Monster. I think Fenway Park is second to none in terms of a baseball game experience just because it's so unique. I'll go ahead and take that from the Boston Red Sox.
Pesky's pole, too. Didn't some White Sox hit a home run this year wrapping around Pesky's? Was that Johan?
Robert, I think.
Luis Robert. Yeah. He hit it opposite.
Yeah, just like, and that looked like a foul ball to me, and that's what you're talking about, the uniqueness of
just silly.
That looking just, okay, that's going to be a home run?
Literally a way in which you can rob a home run by falling over a wall still. I think it might be the only park that you can do that in. I mean, you can obviously you used to be able to catch a foul ball going into the stands. You probably can't do that anymore because of the netting, but everybody remembers the Austin Jackson catch in which he goes in to the bullpen to rob a home run. Again, it's the only place you can do that. It's just crazy.
I'm thinking even the Torrey Hunter one where Poppy hits the walk-off grand slam or wherever. He hits that home run into the bullpen, and Torrey Hunter is running full speed and then just gets folded over the actual bullpen.
And the cops cheering.
Yeah, right. Yeah, literally.
The man's dying.
I don't think anyone else is that short. Most of them you gotta have the ability to at least leap.
At least 7-8 feet at minimum.
Yeah, I mean, I remember being a kid, and obviously I was shorter then, but being able to, the times that you would be able to walk on pregame onto Guaranteed Rate Field, if you're a part of a
little parade.
Yeah, hey, my school's here or whatever. I was always I could rob a home run, and then you get up to that, and it's I don't know if I had a step stool and a ladder if I could even get to the top of this fence. Fenway's a good call. Did you think of any other ones? Are you tempted by any other stadiums?
Any other ballparks?
Yeah.
I mean,
is Fenway a clear favorite of yours?
For me, it's just the one that is, like I said, it's so silly, it's so unique. Wrigley Field is a great view, with especially if you're sitting up high enough, you get ivy, bleachers, scoreboard, neighborhood, L going by, boats on the lake. Like, that's a great view, right? But the ballpark itself is shaped like a ballpark. You know, we can drill down to the nitty gritty and show you how it isn't, but it's shaped like a ballpark. Fenway Park, you got the monster all the way over here, you got the pole here, you're going over this. It can bounce around. You get inside the park, home runs from the ball, just kind of pinballing all over the place. I think that's the one for me. There have been other ones that I like, but that's just, it stands alone.
I just think about the person. It's like, let's put a ballpark in this neighborhood. It's not enough room. Fuck it. Let's put 300 feet on the left and 300 feet on the right, and then everything else can just go forever. It doesn't matter.
That's how it should be, though.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Wrigley. Look
put
at
that
Camden.
shit right in the middle of a block.
Yep. Cool. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, that again, like that's how what's it called? The Jewel Park. It's something Jewel ballparks.
Jewel
where,
Box.
Yeah, Jewel Box, where they literally try to build it within a block. And that's the same way Camden's built, which everyone raves about. That's the same way that Oracle is built in a way.
It's got the water there.
It's got the water, yeah. So obviously it's easier to kind of have that parameter. But Fenway, Wrigley, I mean, that's it. The White Sox should have done that when they were building Guaranteed Rate Field.
Got another chance. They got, 6 years till that runs out.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, Guaranteed isn't that rundown. So I don't know if you want to go spend.
I mean, they've already rebuilt Atlanta, Texas. They're trying to do Arizona in the time that the White Sox stadium has been built.
Should they, though?
Yes.
They don't have to.
They don't have to. It's a good, decent ballpark. But to me, it's a shrug. With all the rest of these ballparks being modernized and actually passing by the White Sox, I think it's a good time to have a new stadium.
Guaranteed Rate is fairly modern. I mean, there's nothing.
Also, it's fine. Think about other ways to spend money.
Right. Like, and also all of it's going to be government money anyways. And not to get political, Vinny, make your other pick.
You inspired me by bringing up the uniforms.
Yeah.
My favorite, again, uniqueness. They're the only ones with this color scheme. I will steal the Oakland A's uniforms.
Damn it.
Love them.
The A's were somehow going to be my next pick. I didn't know the A's would be that fiendish in the first round.
So, unfortunately for Sean, you cannot steal the press box possums from the Oakland A's.
I was going to steal their fans.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because
but I'm being sillier and going with green and yellow.
Yeah, no, I get that. That's
also, when they made those new batting practice hats a few years ago, the A's had that one that's green with just the white elephant on it. You got to make that the all-time hat. That's a great hat.
Yeah.
And you would have the white shoes, right?
Of course, white shoes.
And make
the yellow socks.
Maybe just put the A patch on the sleeve
whatever.
or
You get every once in a while they wear yellow. That's fantastic.
The elephant on the globe.
Vegas born and raised Paul Sewald said on Foul Territory, quote, "No one wants the Las Vegas A's." So I don't know. It just seems like that's a really easy thing. You know, got a hungry fan base just looking for a team. Hey, come on, let's give you a home. But the jersey is a fair pick there. Herb, you're next up.
Of course, I'm going to go to Pittsburgh and steal PNC. It is my second favorite ballpark, where Oracle is my favorite because it's not fair. Oracle, as you said, like it's got the water, it's got everything baseball fans want. The food is great there, much better than PNC's. But PNC, just for the view that you get, is just undefeated. Like the Roberto Clemente Bridge in the back. You have legends like Mazeroski, Pop Stargell, Roberto Clemente. All these people around, like celebrating the past while living in the future right now, and that is only 7-hour drive here from Chicago, and so I go there all the time, even though Pittsburgh sucks. But that stadium just makes me feel so good when I'm in there. It's just such a showplace for baseball, and I think if I had my druthers, I would rather have that than Oracle. But it was undeniable. It's like you wanted to hate on Oracle because everybody says it's so great. And it's kind of like, fuck, I hate that it's so great. But because I love PNC more. So that's why I'll take the Pittsburgh Pirates Stadium from them, because they don't appreciate that great stadium that they do have.
They don't appreciate it?
I mean, the fans are pissed because the owner, Bob Nutting, sucks. But if I were there, I would be going to games. If there's 81 games, I would be going to at least 20 of them.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
And it's at a nice price, I'd imagine.
And it's very, it's very inexpensive. You could sit anywhere. And I literally mean you could sit anywhere. There's nobody stopping you from, hey, you can't sit down there. If there's a seat open, sit your ass there.
I know. I don't blame the Pittsburgh people though. I feel like, you know, I mean, you go back to when Russell Martin was in the playoffs with them. They were there showing out, and they were loud. So I'm cool with that. You know, was it Johnny Cueto dropping that ball? Who was the pitcher that was like on the mound in Pittsburgh?
Probably
was getting heckled. I don't know.
It does sound like Johnny Cueto. Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Anyway,
Cincinnati Red.
Yes. Yeah. He was on the mound and ended up dropping his ball. Yeah. All right. My final pick, and then we'll take an ad break. I am going to take. Thinking over thoughts in my head. If you can't figure that out, I'm going to take. And I see people bringing up Steve Cohen's payroll. No, I'm gonna go to Miami. I'm stealing their sculpture.
Yeah,
I want that in my house. I want that to be. I don't have a house yet. I don't have a place to maybe store that sculpture, but they're putting it outside. I'll put it outside and I'll make it a part of my pool.
Tremendous.
And that would be, just truly tremendous just to have that be like your fountain feeding water into your pool. Maybe a part of a lazy river. There's a lot of ways.
Just don't even worry about the water feature. Just have it out in the front yard. Art.
That's true.
Exactly.
Might block the entire view of my house.
Yeah.
I'll take the giant weird ass sculpture that they're
every hour on the hour it goes off. Like a grandfather clock.
I think I would honestly maybe make that like every 10 minutes. I'm spending good money, or I guess I'm stealing it.
Where they have it? Just like in storage somewhere?
It's out in front, just outside.
Ugh.
Outside in the sun.
Ugh.
I know, right? I mean, I saw someone say that they would be stealing Miami's culture, but I would burn with Miami's culture. I'd be
I mean, their climate.
Oh, their climate, right? Their climate. I would absolutely just be I'd be a lobster. So I can't deal with that. But yeah, I'd take the home run sculpture that Derek Jeter sent out of the stadium, which is just horrific. All right, let's take an ad break, and then we'll continue this. Want to let you know about our friends over at Empire. 588-2300 Empire. You're not singing Herb today.
You guys do the harmonizing so much better than I do.
Just join in, though.
You're like a choir class director. You're not singing in the back.
Hey. Just saying, With Empire Today, you get shop at home convenience, the right product for your needs, quick and professional installation, and a low price guarantee. Empire is the best place to get new flooring. So, of course, they have copycats, but those copycats can't beat Empire on the quality, service, and speed they provide. So those competitors try to advertise low-quality products that Empire simply won't carry. Empire won't promise the lowest prices because anyone who does is putting flooring in your house that they wouldn't put in theirs. Empire keeps shopping for floors simple with a curated product selection. Their philosophy is to help you find what you need and not overwhelm you with thousands of choices and substitutes. You're probably overwhelmed with all the thousands of choices and substitutes in your life already. You probably don't know what you're going to watch later tonight when you get home. Are we going to watch a movie? Are we going to watch a TV show? Do I even have the attention span to watch a movie? I don't know. All right. Empire knows that you're facing struggles like that on your daily life. So when you go to flooring, something that will easily overwhelm you, Empire wants to take care of you. And you can check out all of their selection through their virtual floor designer. It's a great way to see how new floors will look in any space. Just snap a picture and instantly see how new floors will look in your room. So schedule a free in-home estimate today. All listeners can receive a $350 off discount when they use promo code CHGO. Restrictions apply. See empiretoday.com/CHGO for details. Again, receive a $350 off discount when you use promo code CHGO at empiretoday.com/CHGO. And Vinny, I'm just really excited because it's the holiday season, but I heard it's easier for businesses to switch to electric vehicles. I know it's something that we can all get behind for the health of the planet and for the well-being of all of us who share it.
That's a very good point, Sean. Even through the fog of Christmas time, you managed to realize that the electric grid is evolving to meet your cleaner energy needs as we all move with confidence toward an electric tomorrow. Whether you have one delivery van or a whole fleet of shipping trucks, ComEd, maybe you have 9 shipping trucks and the front one has got a red nose. ComEd can help guide you to make the changes that make sense.
That's my turn. So what should business owners do?
Great question. They should go to ComEd.com/clean to learn more about the resources, fleet rebates, and infrastructure incentives available to help businesses go electric. If you, yes, you own a business, don't wait. Start making your plan today to switch to electric vehicles. They're good for business, good for the planet, good for all of us. Go to ComEd.com/clean.
Did you say ComEd.com/clean?
Indeed, I did. Go now and see how going electric connects us to a better way of doing business and a better future for generations to come.
And God bless the chat. We're always loving you guys hanging out with us. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already.
Some good ideas in the chat.
Absolutely. Yeah. Sports Genius 38 saying Oracle is awesome, but he misses the trash blowing around Candlestick Park. And I appreciate Keith saying, really, this is nonsense. The nonsense that you've got to talk about. So, Keith, we have 5 shows a week, and we have talked about every single White Sox topic under this sun.
It's Christmas time.
yeah,
You can have a little fun.
I
Keith,
appreciate you tuning in, Keith.
Yeah, everyone else is having fun, Keith. So why don't you try to have some fun, Keith? If you have any thoughts or topics,
It's Keith Hernandez.
feel free to leave. And it might be Keith Hernandez. He's just mad because someone spit on him.
I think I get the reference.
There had to be a second.
Seinfeld.
It was a stretch. Yeah. All right.
Okay. It's you again.
Luke bringing it up in the chat. Nobody's stolen the Philly Fanatic. I saw his suggestion earlier, and I'm glad that Vinny and Herb did not jump on this. We have one green mascot. Why not a second? I'm stealing the Philly Fanatic.
The upgrade.
And I want both of them. I don't want Southpaw to be. I feel like Southpaw is underappreciated. I feel like Southpaw doesn't have the history, the lore of the Philly Fanatic.
True.
But it doesn't mean that can be developed in the future. I think that, you can view Southpaw as a very bright and promising prospect, and I think having someone with the tutelage and veteran leadership like the Philly Fanatic will really help him excel. So those two together will be like, Canseco and McGuire. That's the Bash brothers of two
both
freaky green dudes. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, there was some thought process there. I thought maybe there might be some like cousin relationship down the line. So maybe there will be some like familial feeling. So we'll go Philly Fanatic for me, and we'll put him in a White Sox uniform.
Have we taken the Milwaukee Brewer yet?
That was the first pick. My first
damn it.
pick.
He totook.
Are you writing this down though? Maybe
No.
we should
Yeah,
be writing this down.
I'm
All
not.
right.
But I had a feeling we knew all of them.
We don't.
Herb apparently needs.
Herb's already scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
No, I mean, then I was going to go to Colorado. I know people don't like necessarily the Rocky Mountain oysters, but I think they're delicious. If you guys don't know what Rocky Mountain oysters
Are they in the stadium?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I had them. People balk at them because they're bull testicles, Sean.
I know what they are.
Okay, so they're like flattened out, deep fried bull testicles. And yes, I know that you're at home and it's like disgusting. Absolutely not. Try it out. I know you're just like adverse to eating nuts, but this is delicious.
It's actually known that it's supposed to be really good for you too.
Yes.
It's like has a ton of nutrients
Especially
and
when they're deep
iron
fried.
and stuff in it.
So I haven't told you guys this story yet, but
Uh-oh.
I guess I'll dive in. When I was on assignment, went out of the country, went to Mexico.
Yeah.
And on our third night, we had an Airbnb, and through the Airbnb, they had like a private chef, right? And probably like, right? It was more just like someone came to your house and made food. Like it was
A local?
Yeah, it was really reasonable price. But my lovely wife, she said in the correspondence with this private chef that we're adventurous eaters, which we are. We're not really afraid of anything.
Until
Well,
Here we
so
go.
the first course was normal. Guacamole, a little bit of pico, a little bit of shrimp ceviche, all delicious, all fresh, all lovely. Then the second course comes out, and it looks like 3, 3 for me, 3 for her. Steak tacos. I think it looked like some carne asada.
I know what's coming up.
And I didn't know that at this point. My wife said we were adventurous eaters. What do you think is coming up, Herb?
Lingua?
No. I mean, tongue's fine.
Tripe?
Let's go with some tongue. I don't know what tripe is.
Menudo? Tripe is in linings, intestines.
Intestines.
I'd be adventurous enough to try that.
Placenta?
Not placenta.
Okay.
We're getting a little bit too.
Jesus Christ.
We are getting into some live
Have you had placenta before?
territory.
No, I haven't.
Okay. I was like, is there a thing?
People do that.
Any other guesses?
I know the answer, so I'm not going to guess.
Oh, you do know the
You've
answer.
told me this.
Yeah. Crickets.
Oh, delicious.
That's not horrible.
Delicious.
So
I go on international vacation. I watch cricket. Sean goes on international vacation. He eats cricket.
I had to house 4.5 cricket tacos because my lovely wife was afraid of it.
Are they alive?
No, they were cooked.
Delicious.
But the issue was that it was a really full taco. So my experience eating crickets, I think I could have a cricket, right? It's
Your
fine.
experience eating crickets?
Yeah.
You have done this before?
No. I'm just saying.
Now that
yeah.
you have experienced it. Gotcha.
Yeah. Like one cricket, I think would be fine. It's crunchy. It wasn't like super salty, right? So it was just kind of the skin and crispness of a bug.
The exoskeleton, if you will.
Yeah. It was pretty, like, if you had to take a guess, like, oh, what does that taste like? That's what it tastes like.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I had to eat 4.5 of those because
Because you didn't want to embarrass the chef in front of you. You just said you're
Because
adventurous.
it's 1-on-2. You can't. There's no he's going to another table and you can.
Right. Well, and the chef thankfully wasn't like around us. Like she served us and then went downstairs and continued cooking. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I after the second one, I really didn't want any more cricket. But there we go. So was 2.5 more?
More that your mind was there that you're eating crickets? Because you could have
there's no
the
meat.
flavor. Was there no flavor to it?
There's no real flavor to it. There's no real meat to it. All it is just crunchy body and leg. Like it's not like I'm not trying to be like grossed out and weird. Like, hey, if cricket tasted delicious, I would have been thrilled. The issue is it tasted like cricket, which is a bug, and that's crispy bug that like never really ends chewing. Like it's kind of like tough steak. Like it's just like you could chew it all you want, and it's just still the same crispiness. Like it's tough.
You would love Rocky Mountain oysters then.
All right.
It actually tastes delicious.
All right,
You'll have to go to Herb's ballpark in order to eat them.
Please.
I'll write that down. Rocky Mountain oysters for Herb. All right, Vinny, you're up.
I will be, because none of you decided to steal Oracle Park or whatever it is they call that, I'm going to finally go ahead and acquire my mascot from the San Francisco Giants. But much like Sean with his Marlins home run sculpture, I'm going to need to be taking my mascot costume out of storage. Mm. I will be stealing from the San Francisco Giants Crazy Crab, who during the 80s was a man in a crab suit that wore a little Giants hat. Absolutely hilarious, and I believe currently viewed as like the worst mascot of all time. I believe it was like universally hated by everybody in San Francisco, perhaps. All I know is that it's just hilarious to look at. Give me Crazy Crab from the Giants there. And then sticking with some wacky sea creature theme from the Tampa Bay Rays, I will be stealing, of course, the Ray tank. Tank full of Rays.
Yeah, that was a real popular suggestion in our chat saying, oh, I'd steal the Rays analytical team or the player development team. No,
actual literal Rays.
Live Rays.
Yes.
Got you. No, I think that's fair. The Ray tank, I think, is a pretty good selection.
Come on.
There.
You got some kids at the ball game, right? And it's like, oh, this is dragging a bit. Pitching change number 7. Getting a little restless. You've already gotten them the cotton candy and the malt cup, right? What are the kids going to go do? Kids, we're at a ballpark. We can't go interact with sea life. Au contraire. you can walk them right on out to center field, and you can go pet a devil ray right there in the ballpark.
That's awesome.
The stingers are taken out.
Yeah.
Good on you.
No, they don't sting you. You just put your arm in there.
Okay.
How many teams have we gotten through so far?
So that was the first pick of round 5, I think.
Okay.
So that was team number 13.
So 13.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm at 10. I'm missing 3 teams. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll figure it out. You stole Vinny stole the Red Sox Fenway Park.
Yes.
Okay, you're up, Herb.
I'm going to Kansas City, of course.
Kansas City, here I come.
You're damn right. I'm stealing Vinny Pasquantino. And with Vinny Pasquantino comes
the Pasquash.
Goddamn right, I'm getting the
2 for
Pasquash.
1.
You damn right, I'm getting the Pasquash. So we're bringing that to Chicago.
This has been very heavy. You know what's flying off the board early is people in suits.
Yes.
People in costumes flying off the board very early. There's been a run on those.
And he had a year off pretty much. He didn't have to be in the Kansas City Sun that much because Vinny Pasquantino was hurt for most of the year. This year, I'll be expecting 81 games from Pasquatch in the hot-ass sun. No complaining at all. Get your ass out there because Vinny Pasquantino's hitting home runs this year.
I'm for it, and I think it's fair, too, because, like, I mean, the White Sox have the fundamental deck, too. So, I mean, maybe, like, you know, I'm picturing him up high as he is right now.
You're giving all these things that you're taking to the White Sox.
And it's the easiest one, I think, for people to visualize, at least for
What if
our
he comes
audience.
out that center field one, like the fan
deck?
The fan deck?
Yeah,
Under the
he just-
scoreboard?
He just walks up there, waves his hand, and walks back down the other side.
Waves
Like
his
a
hand.
cuckoo clock.
Yeah.
All right. I
Or
like
he's
it.
like in New York, he's like the apple. He comes up, he just shows himself, and then goes right back down.
I like that. The apple's a good one too, but I don't think we can actually figure that out. Real quick, I think I got all the teams. So now we can finally Milwaukee. You're stealing the stadium, Vinny.
The sausage race.
Herb, you're stealing the Braves chop and burning it.
Yep.
I'm stealing Carlos Rodon from the Yankees and the Mariners uniform and logo. Herb's stealing the broadcast team from the Padres. Vinny's stealing Fenway Park from the Red Sox. You're also stealing the A's colorway. I'm stealing the Philly Fanatic. You're stealing Rocky Mountain Oysters from the Rockies, Herb. I'm stealing the home run sculpture from the Marlins. Vinny's stealing Crazy Crab from the Giants, the Wraith Tank from the Rays, and then Herb, you're taking the Squatch
And I
Pasquantino double dip.
PNC too.
And you took PNC. All right, cool. All right, I think we're all cut up there, so I think I can keep that manageable. I'm going to take the Reds. I'm going to go out to Cincinnati, and I am going to take. They have a Louisville Slugger thing there, or at least my dad got me a bat when he went there, where they make you a customized bat, and it's like you get a nice wood bat. It's got the Reds logo in Boston on there. My name is written on the top of it. It's a very cool gift. I think that's a very cool gift. It's a very appropriate baseball gift too. You know, I mean, I haven't used it, I haven't swung it, but it's also underneath my bed. So if I hear any noises at night, I can protect myself. So it's very comforting. So I'm going to go to the Reds and steal their Louisville Slugger demo.
It's probably in their Hall of Fame, which is right next to the building where they play their baseball games, which is the best thing about Great American Ballpark is their Hall of Fame, which is outside of their stadium. And so that's where your dad probably got it. And Louisville's not that far from Cincinnati.
Shout out. All right, and then finally, I don't know how this hasn't been taken. Arizona, hot tub. I want a hot tub in my own house. Why would I want? I'll take that hot tub. I want a hot tub. The hot tub's
a regular pool, or you're just taking the hot
There's
tub?
both. I
There's
believe.
both.
Yeah.
Okay, you're just
I'll
taking
take
the hot
both.
tub?
Yeah,
Okay.
no. Take me that. Give me that whole pool area. All right. I know everyone was all mad when opposing teams were jumping in it and celebrating, or the Diamondbacks were jumping in it and celebrating. I want to jump in it and celebrate. I want to have a good time in that pool. It looks like a good time, so I'll take the pool.
I would like to request that when you install this in your new ballpark of the future,
/ house.
please make it so there's no fence, so you can rob a home run by diving into the pool.
Okay, I'm for that.
Yeah.
Or maybe even put it's kind of like Tails Hill, but it's Tails Pool.
Tails Pool.
We even wrap the fence around it, right? So if you hit it over the pool and the fence, ground rule double. There you go. If you hit it into the pool, I think that's a ground rule double, too.
Yeah, it would stop floating there.
Yeah,
or the
so-
center fielder just got to go and get it.
That's pretty fun. He's just got to sit out there and dry off. Yeah, I'll take it. All right, so D-backs are off the board. Reds, Royals, Rays, Giants, Pirates, Marlins, Rockies, Phillies, A's, Red Sox, Padres, Mariners, Yankees, Braves, and the Brewers are all off the board. Why don't we take a break, and then we'll jump back into this fun. Herb will lead us off into the next round. I guess I started it off with the next round with the D-backs, but whatever. Let's let you know about our friends over at CIRCA Sportsbook. Our friends over at CIRCA Sportsbook are proud to offer tight hold model, which offers you the best possible odds for whatever you're looking to bet. We went through this on the CHGO Bets show earlier. We were looking for the best line to bet the Bulls, and of course, here's CIRCA Sports with a +4.5. Most books are at +4. CIRCA's giving you the hook, and it was -115 to take the Bulls at +4.5, and most other books were +4 at -110. So, in the grand scheme of things, you want to bet with CIRCA because you are either going to get the best prop, +4.5 compared to +4, or you're going to get the best odds, which you're kind of getting that, compared -115 to -110. Because if you are going to be laying any type of money down, you want to be able to maximize your money. You want to be able to maximize your profits. And CIRCA Sportsbook wants to do that for you. They are the world's largest sportsbook, and they encourage bettors to download and explore all sports betting apps available. Compare the lines from each sportsbook, and you'll be able to see why CIRCA is the world's largest sportsbook and why they are the most trusted sportsbook. And there are real people behind the CIRCA Sports brand who resolve issues in a timely fashion, unlike other books who use chat bots. You could be waiting a whole day to hear somebody from one of these other sports books. That's not the case with CIRCA. All aspects of the app are being run by the same team that runs the main CIRCA Sportsbook at CIRCA Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. Download the CIRCA Sports Illinois app at circasports.com/Illinois-app. That's circasports.com/Illinois-app to sign up today. Also be on the lookout for CIRCA events, watch parties, and tailgates. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537. Text GMB 833-234. Visit areyourreallywinning.com. Vinny, there's a familiar sound that we all love to hear. It's the goose. What have you been enjoying from Goose Island? I know you just went over there.
I was just over there on Saturday afternoon, part of the Brewing District crawl that they had over there for Christmas time. And, of course, the stop at Goose Island's Tap Room on Fulton Street was among the highlights. You can get anything over there. And in your local Jewels, by the way, too. You can grab yourself a 312, which is, something I'm drinking on a regular basis. Herb, you love the Beer Hug and all of those varieties there. The Full Pocket Pils is the favorite of the non-Milwaukee brewers over there on Fulton Street. And, of course, it's Christmas time, so the Christmas IPA is something that you can probably track down with relative ease in your local Jewels or grocery store of choice. But what I had over there, this was an exclusive beer that they've got over there at the tap room. The Polar Peel Winter Wit with ginger. It was lovely. Yeah, it was a little fizzy thanks to that ginger. A nice flavor there. So I would recommend that if you're heading over there. And you know what? Why not head over and grab an ultra fresh brewery exclusive beer at the tap room there on Fulton Street in Westtown. No more original brew house there in Lincoln Park, but more locations coming, so I've heard through the grapevine, or should I say the hop vine. But of course, Goose Island is Chicago's beer since 1988 and a great supporter of us here at CHGO. So show them some love and go have a honkingly good time with any of Goose Island's fine beers. Oh, wow. That was a sound effect, not me, for those listening at home.
Sorry, that was like a second too earlier than I wanted.
That's all right. Nicely done, Sarah. We gotta love a sound drop during a goose read.
Something I just realized, mainly just it was reading Wikipedia. Stephen Colbert ran on the sausage race.
There you go.
In 2021. I have not seen that, so I gotta go watch him.
Track down that clip.
It's basically how slow you would be running. He finished last.
Well, he's like in his 60s or they're almost just thereabouts, but I'm sure he's got a little bit more fitness than I do. He's a TV man with nice tailored suits. I'm sure has to stay fit in some fashion.
Yeah, I don't know. He might not be a runner though. All right, let's move on. Herb, you're up.
I'm going to Houston, and I'm stealing that goddamn train.
For good or bad?
No, for good.
Oh, okay.
We're actually using it.
Burning the train.
We're actually using it, and that's the only good thing about that ballpark. And we're going to be riding that train up and down for singles. We're not doing it for home runs and RBIs. For singles, you get a run. That train runs.
So currently the train just goes back and forth like this for home runs, right? Would you make it so the train could go all the way around the top of the ballpark?
Yeah. And faster. It only goes like 2 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah. You got to be ripping that thing around the ballpark.
At least 30.
Why? Yeah, why not
faster?
It could be a leisurely.
If it's going around the damn stadium, if it's only 2 miles an hour, that'll take like an inning and a half.
So why does it have to be fast?
So
it's a train on top of a roof.
Hey. High-speed rail is the thing of the future.
Jesus Christ.
It could be a stop along the Texas high-speed rail line.
You can actually possibly extend it to
Texas.
To the red line. And maybe you can have like a little, courtesy pickup, which maybe it loops all the way around and then connects to the stadium.
It's like
drop off at the top.
It's like how Merchandise Mart has a stop in the Merchandise Mart. The Herb Stadium would have an L stop in the stadium. I like that.
Real quick, before you jump in, Luke is asking who would win between the three of you in a sausage race. If it is not me, I would probably just stop walking. I would quit walking for the rest of my life. There's no way that I should lose to Vinny and Herb respectfully in a race.
Not very respectfully.
I've seen what happens with Herb running.
Herb will fall. We know that.
And true. You have described yourself as not really athletic.
Correct. That is
not
correct.
Really fast.
Correct.
So
but I feel like I would have quite the adrenaline rush putting on that chorizo costume.
I think the hot dog would pull me through.
Okay.
And hot dogs.
Which one would you be, Herb?
I think I'm probably gonna be the brat.
There you go.
Delicious. Put a little.
And who wouldn't want to wear leader
on me? Yeah.
Don't put the sauerkraut on the costume though. That might
please do that.
All right, go ahead, man.
I'm up next. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make a boring pick first of all, but what I think is a good one. I'm going to steal Shohei Ohtani from the Dodgers.
No.
I mean, you get to watch the best baseball player in the world every day. You get to watch a guy who might be the best baseball player ever every day. If last season was any indication, there is truly a must-watch reason to tune in for this guy every single day. Why wouldn't you want to be able to see that? So I'll go ahead and take Shohei Ohtani from the Dodgers. And then, you know what? I'm going to stay in Southern California. I'm going to stay in the Los Angeles area.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to steal the rally monkey from the Angels.
Ooh. All right. You're getting really you're going into the animal kingdom. You got rays and monkeys.
We got Rays in center field. We got the monkey up on the scoreboard. We got the sausages running around the place. We got the crazy crab dancing on top of the dugout. It's going to be a tremendous
atmosphere.
Tremendous experience.
Only.
What an experience at my ballpark, at Fenway, I guess, that it's going to be. Yeah,
that's a good time.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I mean, when the Angels made the World Series in 2002, I was 12 years old. Just right in the perfect spot to love a rally monkey.
Right.
And it every time you would turn on the World Series and you'd see all the people in Anaheim going nuts, and that rally monkey was just jumping up and down. It was like, that's amazing.
Well, and you and Tony La Russa have a love for David Eckstein in common. So, that David Eckstein is a rally monkey.
David Eckstein, take him or leave him. I'm going with the rally monkey.
And you brought up the Dodgers with Ohtani. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I mean, it's a really good take. Ben Verlander calling Shohei Ohtani the most important signing in Dodgers history.
Seems like they're forgetting one.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's hilarious because the first 13 seconds of that clip starts off with him being like, there's no absolute way that what I'm saying, and he's a fairly measured person, not really hot taking it like Skip Bayless, the most unintentional hot take ever, saying that Shohei Ohtani was more important than Jackie Robinson, who, let me check, has his number retired in all of baseball and, broke the color barrier. And Shohei Ohtani likely isn't in baseball if not for Jackie Robinson. So thank you, Ben Verlander, for your lovely, lovely insights.
Period.
What the hell? Herb, what are you doing?
Since Vinny stole the sausage race, I'm going to D.C. and stealing the president's race.
They're posers over there.
They are posers, and I'm getting more modern, better presidents than they have. Their presidents they have are terrible.
You know what they should do? What they should do is they should cycle through. They should have like an NCAA tournament style bracket where every president is represented, and then they keep getting eliminated as the season goes on.
Like,
I'm for
there's
it.
no Millard Fillmore.
There isn't.
No Franklin Pierce.
No.
Let's get a Grover Cleveland. He's our only non-consecutive president.
So he could race
twice
in both the first and third game of a 3-game series.
Also, these masks, the people. Teddy looks like Teddy. Abe looks like Abe. George Washington. No one knows what these other people look like. So
some people.
Are you trying to educate America?
Yeah. The thing is, then you would say, this guy is running, and then at the end of the race, some guy wins, and you got to guess who it is. Oh, that's Herbert Hoover, our 40th president. I don't know. Our 30th, our 26th president, Herbert Hoover.
I love you.
That type of thing. Yes, I would diversify the presidents a little bit more.
I think our first 40th president was the first Bush. Something like that.
No, Reagan. Right?
Reagan? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But we'll figure it out. I'm with
Gerald Ford would just keep on falling down.
Like on SNL.
SNL one, yeah.
Who is the John Tyler would be done after the first 10 yards.
You're thinking of William Henry Harrison.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that the guy that died?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
He's like 81 days into his presidency.
John Tyler
RIP.
was William Henry Harrison's vice president,
you
who
go.
then took over once William Henry Harrison died.
And I remember John Tyler because he was like the baseball fan in my president books when I was growing up. Like that was the one guy that they were like, no, John Tyler was like I'm thinking of Jonathan Taylor of the Colts. Jonathan Tyler was a big baseball guy.
I'm not sure baseball existed then.
It was
Yeah, since
maybe it was just
1864.
maybe it was a
I'm
sports
baseball
guy.
He's very, very far before the Civil War.
Pretty sure. Well, I'll figure it out. All right. Hope I now I feel stupid. All right, whatever. All right, so Herb, you just went with the Tigers.
Presidents.
Oh yeah,
The
the
Nats.
President's race, taking the Nats. I'll go to the Tigers. Someone said this earlier. I feel like this is a steal getting this late. Herb already took Mud Grant. I will take Jason Benetti. I know what Jason Benetti has offered me, and I did not want Jason Benetti to stop offering me what he did, and it wasn't my choice. I had nothing to do with it, and if Jason Benetti could be a White Sox broadcaster right now, I would love for him to be that. And hey, I don't really want to watch Tiger baseball, so I don't know if I'll be taking in too much Jason, but if he was on any other team, I'd probably be using my MLB.TV account and checking in on Jason. So I miss Jason Benetti already, even though the season hasn't even started. 99 days, though.
There you go.
And then got to double up here. Tigers were my last pick. I will go and take from the Cubs their fans' delusion.
Wow.
Was watching CHGO Cubs today, and I heard Luke. Well, this was yesterday. Luke was like, the lowly White Sox, and I went out and checked in on what he was talking about. And, the lowly White Sox have spent more money than the Cubs this year. I don't know if that's manager including or not.
17 million to 0.
Oh wow! So if you include the manager,
Sarah's got the stats.
yeah, she does. If you include the manager, then maybe the Cubs have outspent the Sox. But then they talked today about acquiring Dylan Cease, and felt like mostly Luke was just being goofy. And he was bringing up Jose Cuas, a former Royal. He was bringing up Nick Madrigal, right?
As people to trade for Dylan Cease?
Yeah. So I went into their Slack being a little bit, kind of serious and just being like, hey, if you guys want to actually have like, a little bit of
Crossover.
of a turn to this, this is what I think the White Sox would be looking for, at least to start off what's it called, the package. And it would be Ben Brown and Cade Horton, 2 top 100 pitching prospects, and Kevin Wells laughed at it. So I don't understand what this team thinks they're doing. Their team is worse than last year, as Bellinger and Stroman are still free agents. They haven't signed anybody. They didn't get Shohei Ohtani, and Shohei Ohtani didn't want to come to the Chicago Cubs. And you think you could trade Dylan Cease for all of your cast-offs, like Nick Madrigal, Brennan Davis, and Hayden Wisniewski. I'm good. I don't think you guys are just going to get Dylan Cease because the Orioles have all those prospects I think will possibly back up. If that's going to be what's happening, I'll take the Cubs fans' delusion because it would be very nice to live in that type of world where my team, even though they haven't done anything since 2016, is just on the precipice of greatness.
Well
Those are my 2 picks.
Oh,
I don't know if you have anything else.
No, I'll go to St. Louis. And somebody already said it. I've gone to St. Louis in 2010 as a Illini Missouri game when they lost the last game to goddamn MIZZOU.
Hey.
Yeah, they lost. Illinois lost that game. They had
The football game?
Yeah,
I was there.
They had the lead at the halftime, and then Pig Brown did something, and the game was
Pig
over.
Brown.
And then I went to a Cincinnati Reds, St. Louis Cardinals game, and I was like, this place sucks. Absolutely trash. I've gone back subsequently, and the thing that makes this ballpark much better is Ballpark Village. It is a great atmosphere out there. And when Chris Bryant says St. Louis is boring, he's not talking about Ballpark Village because it's a lot of fun. Yes, they just copied pretty much what the Cubs did, but it's, I think, a better atmosphere out in Ballpark Village than what Wrigley is now, which is like pretty much a mall. But I enjoy Ballpark Village, and it's the only place in St. Louis that I'll enjoy. I don't know if you guys have been there.
I've never been to St.
I
Louis.
don't think it's very good.
You don't like Ballpark
I don't like
Village?
Ballpark Village. I actually liked the stadium. It felt like the NFL version of a baseball stadium. It's very big. It's very tall,
yes.
Which I thought was kind of cool. You got to like the view from behind home plate where you could see the arch. I thought Ballpark Village was super lame,
St.
just
Louis
like the
people
rest of
just
St. Louis.
Love that arch. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
All right.
It's not that great.
I was
been
just
up
there.
there?
I didn't go in it, but I was just there last month or 2 months. Yeah, last month.
You've been in it?
I haven't been in the arch, but I looked at it. I was like, and I just see people just go up the elevator and just have a view of.
It's
St.
pretty.
Louis.
It's pretty bad.
It's like that's it.
Bad.
I mean,
Yeah, I have some of my closest friends from college are from St. Louis, and they'll completely agree, saying St. Louis is just not a great place.
All right.
there you go.
And their pizza's terrible.
Okay.
That is
All right,
so
well,
true.
I don't think you can even technically call it pizza under federal law.
Did you see Alexei Janulius, Secretary of State,
saw
was
that.
on WGN News this morning reading rejected license plates for the state of Illinois.
That's funny.
A very deadpan delivery, too. He did a great job. And the last one that he ended on, it wasn't the funniest, but it was Iowa sucks. So,
Wow.
And I hate Indiana. It's the armpit of America. We're bashing St. Louis. Iowa sucks is one of the most popular license plate in Illinois.
Out of all the states that
God.
border Illinois, Iowa's all right. All the rest of them suck.
I think Wisconsin's the best of them
I
all.
like Wisconsin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Vinny.
I've got 2 picks. Are these my last 2 picks?
picks, wow.
I
by
think
chance?
so.
All right.
Yeah, well, 2 picks.
Well, I'll get the first one out of the way. Going to Cleveland.
Okay.
And from the Guardians, I am taking ballpark soundtrack. No stadium that I've been to in Major League Baseball has such a good selection of tunes as they do in Cleveland. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in Cleveland for reasons, but they really lean into it, and they do a great job there with putting together a very nice soundtrack in the ballpark. Deep cuts, which I appreciated. But the one that I'm very excited to take in, and our guy KPW is going to enjoy this one, I'm going up to Toronto. And from the Blue Jays, I am taking the idea that you are one country's team, the team of an entire nation. It's just an awesome thing to me that from coast to coast, from Winnipeg up to Nunavut, you can have one team representing everybody. You brought up you guys have brought up certain fan bases, the passion that they show that is really cool. But to have an entire country behind one team, a fan base that is literally everyone, I think that is pretty awesome. And so that is what I'm going to steal from the Toronto Blue Jays.
I like it. I think we're at 25. We got 4 more teams left.
Have we done the Minnesota Twins?
No, we have not done the Twins.
What I'm going to take from them is that big, huge statue or display up there in right field where they have
Minnie and Paul.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they have the Twins shaking hands. In between them is a river, the Twin Cities in the big state of Minnesota. So I think that's pretty cool. I like their actual Twin Cities aesthetic when they wear the uniforms, where it's the cream uniforms, but that cool ass statue. Was it Minnie and Paul? That's her name?
Yeah, so it's an old retro logo from like the 50s or 60s that they blew up and turned into a neon sign that lights up at night. So yeah.
As I've said before, I'm on the minority side of not liking Target Field. Everybody else loves Target Field. Every single person. I'm not a fan of it. I had some bad walleye there. Just bad walleye and a stick. That's their thing.
I would try it.
I mean,
I tried it. It wasn't great.
But I mean, was it not great because it got you sick? Like,
Also, though, ballpark fish in general.
right.
Maybe you should have gone to a little bit more reputable. You should have gotten
have
closer to
lakes.
one of the lakes.
I mean, Herb's eating Rocky Mountain oysters.
But again, at the ballpark, ooh,
Yeah.
that's where I would. That's the thing that would scare me about it. Like if I'm at some sort of ranch type situation and they're grilling that up, I'd be like, okay, this is right from the source.
Yeah, you should do. I mean, yes, you should do it other than just Coors Field. But the other thing I can take from Coors Field is that party deck or the fucking Blue Moon brewery they have in the actual stadium. So I was
Or Dinger.
yeah,
pretty
dinosaur.
cool.
Yeah.
I think there's 3 more teams left.
I believe this is right because we're going to end with, I guess now me not having a pick.
Yeah.
And so my idea was that the last pick, I would just get to steal something from you. But you know what I think we should do? Sarah gets the last pick, and she gets to steal something
Okay.
from one of us.
The best of that. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get the best. You get your favorite thing that has been selected up here today. You get to steal at the very end.
okay.
But Sean's going to go twice, and then Herb, and then Sarah.
I haven't stolen a ballpark yet. Baltimore's still available. I will take Camden Yards. That's a fairly easy one for me. Camden Yards, I think, is a top 5 ballpark I don't know if I could definitively say it's the best.
It's in my top 5.
But
yeah, definitely.
It does seem extremely, extremely great. I think I liked it better with the older configuration of left field. I know that Gleyber Torres made a career of hitting homers off of the Orioles in whatever year that was. But I kind of like the easier ability to at least get homers out because it does seem a little comically too hard now where they moved it back and then raised the actual fence itself by like, I think 6 feet or something like that. So it's kind of comically ridiculous to hit a homer out of left field. But I'll take Baltimore and Camden Yards regardless. And then there's 2 more teams left.
Are we thinking, is it Philadelphia and...
Nope.
It's the Mets and the Rangers.
The Mets and the Rangers.
Okay.
What do those 2 teams have in common?
Well, one of them has a World Series trophy.
That's true. I mean, the Mets have a World.
The Mets have one, but I mean, they have the
ago.
most recent one, do the Rangers.
Long time ago.
I will take the Mets' seemingly endless amount of cash. It's either the Rangers' endless amount of cash or the Mets' endless amount of cash. I will take the Mets' endless amount of cash. So there you go.
All right, Herb, what do you want from the Texas Rangers?
Well, there's nothing about that ballpark I want. The uniforms are mid. I'm going to get their shortstop. Give me Corey Seager. Yes, as a White Sox fan, I do want that. It'll be great to have a shortstop that can both field and hit home runs. So that's good. Lefty power. And Colson Montgomery can pair up with him. We can have a nice tandem in the middle of power-hitting lefties.
There you go. And maybe Corey Seager can move over to third base. All right, let's take a break, our final one of the show. Then we'll wrap up, and we'll have Sarah steal one of the things from our Secret Santa / Yankee swap.
I already
here.
know what I want to.
Okay, all right, perfect. This will be an easy way to end this show and wrap it up. Herb, why don't you let people know about the lovely Midtown Athletic Club?
Midtown has 4 Chicagoland locations: Palatine in the northwest suburbs, Bannockburn in the North Shore, Willowbrook in the southwest suburbs, and Midtown Athletic Club and Hotel in the middle of Bucktown and Lincoln Park. The Midtown Palatine has launched a multi-million-dollar transformation of the club, which will be complete in early 2024. Listeners can lock in favorable rates if they join before the end of this year. Only like 10 days left, so get on that right now. And at Midtown, they have something for everybody. Single people, married people with kids, people who are looking for lifestyle changes or holistic wellness. And one of the people have said that Midtown Chicago is the nicest fitness club that they've ever been because they have super luxe locker rooms, wet and dry saunas with premium amenities, amazing outdoor and indoor pools and hot tubs, so you don't have to go to Arizona and get one. A collection of boutique fitness studios with more than 100 classes that you can participate in per week. And it isn't gym quality, it's more boutique quality there. As I've been to the theater as one of their studios. The field is there. If you want to be some spinning guy, you can go to their ride place. And unlike other places where you got to bring your own special shoes, if you go to ride and you want to do some spinning, they have just regular shoes for you. You can just strap in and get your spinning on. And as I was growing up, Midtown was known more as a tennis facility. Now it's more well-rounded, but they still have the best tennis courts and programming in the sport. Midtown has indoor, outdoor tennis, pickleball, and paddleball. USTA professional quality all the way. What you do now is head over to midtown.com/CHGO and find out more and take a tour of the Midtown Athletic Club nearest you.
Thank you, Herb. Also want to let you know about our friends over at Ray Chevy. Our partner at Ray Chevrolet is having their biggest sale of the year right now. Make your way to Ray Chevrolet on Route 12 in Fox Lake to join in on the savings for their model year-end sales event. As one of the top-selling Chevy dealers in the Midwest, you'll always be able to shop one of the of Chicagoland's largest Chevy inventories, but right now they're trying to make room for incoming 2024 models, so all their current inventory must go. Plus, you can find the perfect tailgating vehicle at Ray Chevy because they have over 100 new Silverados in stock, and that's not all. You can get 0% financing with $0 downs and 0 payments until spring 2024, or save over $3,000 on a new Chevy Blazer, $4,000 on an Equinox, or over $10,000 on a Silverado. And to top it all off, they're pricing over 125 vehicles under $20,000. You cannot get pricing more affordable. So go head over to our friends over at Ray Chevy, and everyone loves the word free. That's why this month at Ray Chevy, when you go give them a visit in Fox Lake, a free oil change is yours. All you have to do is mention CHGO when scheduling your oil change online or on the phone, but you better hurry because this offer ends by December 31st, 2023. Visit Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake or raychevrolet.com to get your model year-end savings. They've been serving the community since 1963. Find new roads. Want to let you know about the final tally here. So Vinny took the Milwaukee Stadium and
I took the sausage race.
Why did I say stadium?
I don't know.
Sausage race.
It was the number one pick of the draft.
Literally, Herb forgot it, and then I forgot
it.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Such a long time ago.
It's on me. Milwaukee, you took the sausage race. Herb took the chop and burnt it. I took the Carlos I took the Carlos Rodon from the Yankees. I took their uniform and logo from the Mariners uniform and logo. Herb took the Padres broadcast team. Vinny took Fenway Park from the Red Sox. Vinny took the colorway from the A's. I took the Philly Fanatic. Herb took Rocky Mountain Oysters from the Rockies. I took the home run sculpture from the Marlins. Herb took the this is broadcast team from the Pirates. You took their
PNC
stadium.
Park, yeah.
That's where stadium should have went. Giants Crazy Crab was poached by Vinny. The Ray Tank was stolen by Vinny from the Tampa Bay Rays. Vinny Pasquantino / the Pasquatch was taken by Herb from the Royals. The Bat Making Expo in Cincinnati's possible Hall of Fame was taken by me. I also took their pool / hot tub, or I took the D-backs pool and hot tub. Herb took Houston's train. Vinny took Ohtani from the Dodgers and the Angels monkey rally monkey. Herb took the Nationals president's race in nod to Vinny's sausage race. I took Jason Benetti from the Tigers and the Cubs fans delusion. Herb took St. Louis's Ballpark Village. Vinny took the soundtrack from Cleveland's Park. Vinny also took the one country's team vibe.
One nation, one team.
What's it called? The vibe? I don't know.
I took the entire nation of Canada from the Blue Jays. How about that?
Modus operandi? I don't know what that word means. You took that from Toronto. Herb took the handshaking sculpture from Minnesota. I took Camden Yards from Baltimore. I also took the piles and piles of cash that Steve Cohen is sitting on with the Mets. And to round it all out, Herb took Corey Seager from the Rangers. Now, producer Sarah.
I am taking Vinny's Ray Tank.
Ooh,
Nice.
The Ray Tank gets poached. Ooh, I'm not happy
Yeah.
about losing that.
I know. That was honestly the most intriguing thing. I was, who wouldn't want that? It's so cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Has anybody
So
ever hit a
that's
ball in
mine.
that Ray Tank and like scared those Rays? to
Yes, I believe it has.
They don't have a cover?
no.
On the front, they do, but
Yeah.
over the top, no.
The
They
top
gotta-
is
they gotta
open.
pet
It's
'em.
a tank, yeah. But I don't know if you can I don't know if anybody's ever landed a ball in there, but because it's pretty far back. But I think it's like bounced in there before.
That's
I can
so-
almost guarantee that there's been a ball in the Ray Tank.
Poor stingrays. They don't
yeah.
even know
Yeah,
what's
man.
going on.
It hasn't hit one of them.
That's
One
good.
of
Yeah.
the fortunate stingrays. Delicious food, get pet, get to watch a Rays baseball game.
You think that the fish food that they buy at Tropicana Field is delicious?
Great. They don't have to scavenge for food. They're just like, oh, the food's here. Great. I wonder what they do off season. Just take them back to the local zoo, or on
I
games.
bet someone's just got to walk in there every day and feed them.
I guess. One guy, Luis Gonzalez, hit his first homer into the Rays tank.
The former Sox
I don't-
guy.
Or the steroid.
No,
Diamondback.
Diamondback Luis Gonzalez.
Oh, the Luis Gonzalez.
The Luis
Okay.
Gonzalez hit the first ever homer into the Rays tank.
Awesome.
So the opposing Luis Gonzalez on the Dodgers hit a homer into the Ray tank, and no Rays died. That was back in 2007.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. But anyways, let's go and do it. Fun topic. Thank you to Vinny for coming up with that. It's been tough to figure out what to talk about because, again, even though Keith thinks that we are beaming with topic ideas right now, we're trying to make it fun and
Hey,
loose
don't
and not
take it out on
too
Keith.
repetitive.
Maybe Keith was like, oh, you poor guys. Maybe he was sympathizing with us. Yeah.
That's
Keith
Vinnie Duber.
Hernandez.
You can follow him at Vinnie Duber. He's our CHGO White Sox beat writer. That's Herb Lawrence, who I cut off.
No, it's good. One nation, one team. You're right, Vinny. KPW clarifies that.
You can follow Herb at Ecknerwall23, our CHGO White Sox community leader. And I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me at Sean_W_Anderson. Thank you to Sarah for producing the show and for playing along, picking the race tank. Hit that thumbs up button, and we will see you tomorrow at 3:30. Goodbye.
We all silly like the mayor.